What would you do if your own family threw you out with nothing but a few old clothes? Most people would lose hope. But one forgotten secret, buried beneath the ground, changed one woman's destiny forever. And years later, the very people who abandoned her came begging at her door. In the peaceful village of Willow Creek lived an elderly widow named Eleanor. For decades, she and her late husband, Edmund, had worked side by side to build a beautiful family farm. Their days were filled with honest work, golden harvests, and simple happiness. But after Edmund passed away, everything changed. As Eleanor grew older, every chore became more difficult. Her knees ached, her hands trembled, yet she continued working with quiet determination. She shared her home with her daughter, Clara, and her son-in-law, Victor. Sadly, kindness had disappeared from their hearts. Clara became cold and impatient, while Victor avoided work and spent most of his time doing nothing. One cold morning, Eleanor stepped outside and froze in disbelief. Her clothes, blankets, and personal belongings had been thrown into the yard. Without even looking into her mother's eyes, Clara quietly told her to leave. The door closed behind her, and Eleanor sat alone on the porch until sunset, believing she had lost everything. That night, however, she remembered a secret. Years ago, she and Edmund had buried their life savings inside a small wooden box, beneath old stones, near the abandoned barn. With hope returning to her heart, she uncovered the box and quietly left the farm before sunrise. In a nearby village, a kind farming family welcomed her with warmth, food, and a place to rest. Using her savings, Eleanor bought a small piece of land. With the help of generous neighbors, she built a cozy wooden farmhouse, planted fresh crops, raised healthy chickens, and slowly created a peaceful new life. The couple quickly wasted the money, believing they would one day inherit Eleanor's property. They waited, with growing greed. But Eleanor had already made her decision. Before the end of her life, she signed her final will, leaving her entire farm to Noah, the young man who had shown kindness when she had nothing. When Eleanor peacefully passed away, the villagers honored her with love and respect. Clara and Victor arrived, expecting to claim the farm, only to discover that everything now belonged to Noah. Shocked and ashamed, they quietly left the village, never to return. Remember this: people may take away your comfort, your home, or even your place in the world, but they can never take away your courage. Kindness always leaves a lasting legacy, while greed eventually destroys itself. No matter how